guys, it's Jim. Doing some and Stu as well. We've done something different today. We've come to a mega board game sale. 50p for 3 board games. I can already see loads of board games in a skip. That's look at all them bits of board games in these skips. Look. This is not a good sign.
Oh, they're all bloody modern as well.
Puzzle 3D. So let's see what goes, see if we can find anything. Right, so we're at the board game sale and we've just bumped into fellow reselling megastar.
Mr. Diggs Deal.
There he is himself. Subscribe to his channel, I'll put a link on the description.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to have a look around, see if we can find some stuff and go from there. Well, we've been to the board game sale and we thought, as we're in the region, we'd pop into the Great Central Railway. And here we are, we've just arrived. Stu says there is a very good cup of tea and cake available. And even though I'm on a diet, I'm going to have said cup of tea and cake. Right, so yeah, interesting day. The board game sale. Years ago, well not years ago, a couple of years ago, me and Stu used to buy board games by the pallet from a place in Corby. I don't know, other people may have done it as well. But you could buy a whole pallet load of board games in a massive box. I think they were £35 a pallet. I used to buy them a couple of times a year. I'd buy 4 or 5 pallets, go through them, get the good games out, sell them. All the rest would be just sitting around, wouldn't sell, and would either be binned or I'd take to a car boot and sell them on. That company then stopped doing them, and it went to another company. Now, I think that the people doing this sale are the company that it's gone to. So they're getting all these board games. They come from charity shops. They're unsold at charity shops, and then the charity shops send them to wherever they go, and they go to this point. They go all get palleted up. So there's hundreds and hundreds of board games. Now, I think this company gets them, they go through them and get the good stuff. Because trust me, we used to get good stuff in these pallets. The best find we had was not a board game, unfortunately, funnily enough. It was actually some table tennis bats. They were in one of the pallets in there. They'd been in the charity shop they hadn't sold. I put them on eBay and sold them for over £250. But the board games we used to get, Key to the Kingdom, Guess Who's, I'm trying to think of Rummy Cubs, Risks. They all used to be in there, so you'd pick out the gems and you'd sell them, you'd make loads of money. Now I think what they're doing now, this new company, is picking out the good stuff, selling that, whether it be on eBay, whether it be in a shop, whatever, I don't know. And then everything else that they've got that's, you know, to them is, oh no, that's not worth 15 quid or whatever. They just chuck in here and then they have these sales. Now, it's good. Don't get me wrong. 3 board games for 50p. You can't get board games for that anywhere. Even at car boots, you're looking at £1 at least for a board game. So it was good to go. The price obviously is the attraction. For me, it's quite a long way to go. It's about an hour. It takes about 40 minutes. So it is quite a way for me to go for something. But firstly, we didn't think it was really worth going because we only got 29 board games. But we did get there late, so I don't know whether like the stuff that was decent that was there went before we got there, if you like. Because at the bottom of one pile, right in the corner, I found a decent game. So I don't know whether if we'd got there bang on opening, if we'd got more. But the return's not too bad, actually. I've written it all down on my pad here, so I've got it all to hand. So yeah, we bought 29 board games. He slightly miscalculated because he only charged us £4.50 for the lot. £4.50 for 29 board games. And the return's pretty good, actually. That is on one big assumption. And that big assumption is that these games are complete, because I haven't gone through them yet. I've gone through 2 and they are complete. But from previous knowledge of buying of these pallets, and indeed buying any board game in a charity shop, there is no guarantee it is complete. So some of these could be worth decent money, but they might not be complete. Now, as I say, I have not checked all of these. I am working on the values that I've written down for here is for a complete board game. So I'm working on that. Obviously, there's going to be a bit of leeway because some might not be complete. Whatever isn't complete, I may look at parting out, or I may put in a bundle and sell as a bundle for somebody else to buy. But anyway, we did okay. I'll run through the board games we got because it might be of interest to somebody. As I say, there is quite a lot, so I'll just run through them really quickly and give you a rough value of what we're getting. So as I say, £4.50 for 29 board games. So, Trivial Pursuit 20 edition. I don't normally touch Trivial Pursuits. There's not a great deal of value in like the normal Genius editions and stuff like that. But when there's one that's out of the ordinary, I'll pick it up. This is the 20-year anniversary game. It's pretty heavy, so fingers crossed on that one. And I've searched on eBay for that, and that goes for around £10. So not too bad. Excuse me while I move some stuff. The next one can be a really, really good board game. Girl Talk. You can see it's ex-charity shop. It's got a price on it. Girl Talk by MB. This is a good board game to look out for. The price ranges on these greatly. You can get up to 30 quid for these, but you're more likely to get somewhere around 10 to 15. So I've put 10 down. I think that's probably if it's complete, that's acceptable. So 2 games in, we're at £20 from £4.50. This one was a nice little find. It's a PC game, Grand Prix 4. I did open this while I was in there, and it's all in there, disc, a manual, everything. So that's a bonus. This one, probably one of the better ones I found. £12 that's worth, plus postage. So yeah, not bad. We've got a jigsaw here, which actually says complete on it from the charity shop. It's Waddington Special Edition Cinderella. Nice board game, actually. Again, worth about £10. I tended to look for stuff that either I knew or looked a bit older, because a lot of it was really, really new games. But in hindsight, I should have looked for some of the newer ones, because I'll come on to one in a bit that I've got. This one's called Libel by William Roach, the guy from Coronation Street. That one, about £7. We've got a Monopoly, which is a My Monopoly, so it's not a particularly valuable Monopoly. Again, probably somewhere, sorry, I'm looking down here because I've got it written down here. About £7 for that Monopoly. This is the Party Game, which is an old, like political one. So it's got Neil Kinnock, Maggie Thatcher on there. Party Game, about 10, so not too bad. Good game to look out for whenever you're charity shopping, car booting or whatever is Hangman. I'm not opening it because this is hemorrhaging tiles as we speak. The back of my car has got tiles in, the bag has got tiles in, so I'm going to have to go through that. I've got loads of spares though, so I'm not worried about that. But a good Hangman, and not the really old one with the old guy, the old like sheriff with a big hat on. But even so, where is it written down here? Hangman, about 8 quid for that one. Another one that I always buy wherever I see it. Plunk, brilliant seller, always sells. I've checked that one, that is complete. That's about £8, £9, £10 for that, so not too bad. Guess Who, Disney Cars edition. So my son, Charlie Man, will have great fun playing that because he loves cars. That's about £12, that game, if complete. This again is not a board game, this is a video set for Operation Overlord, which was the invasion of Europe in i.e. D-Day on the 6th of June 1944. It's all there. I can't find that on eBay at all. I've said a £5. I don't know. If it's not worth anything, I'll watch it on one of my video players for test that I test, and then just bin it. But I think there should be some money in that. Right, this one I liked because of the box. I tend to do that sometimes. Alien Encounter, really cool graphics on the front there. It's a board game for earthlings. Not particularly valuable, but £9, so not a bad return. This is one of those dinner party, host your own dinner party sets. And this one is the British Pullman Orient Express. I'll have a look through this actually, because as you know, I'm a train man. As you've seen on the video, I'm a train fan. So I'll just have a look at that myself and see what it's about. But yeah, not too bad. New, that's worth about 25 quid, but obviously this isn't new, this is used, so I'll probably get £5 to £7 for that. Another board game that everyone should be looking out for, Electronic Golden Balls. We've got tons of spares for these, so if this one isn't complete, we will make it complete. These sell really well, and for quite good money actually. Get somewhere from 15 to maybe pushing lower 20s. So I've put 15 down on my list. Should get that no problem. They sell really quick. They sell throughout the year as well. Good board game to look out for. Good old classic Upwards. Not particularly valuable. That's £7. But it's always a nice board game to get. Here's a more modern one that we picked up. This is Mouse Drop, which is basically like sort of a Jenga Kaplunky game. Looks alright, looks good fun to play. Only about £6 though for that one. I thought this one was going to be worth loads because it's the only old one I found. It's an old battleship game. Unfortunately it's not. The graphics again on that are brilliant. They really were in the old board games. They put some real effort into the boxes. That's only worth about 7 to 10 unfortunately, but it's cool. Probably the least best pickup of the worst even pickup was this. It's a Beano comic, make your own comic kit. I haven't looked at it, but it does look in really good condition inside, so all right, but very little value in that. Where is it here it is, the Beano, about a £5, and I've got to post it at a £5, so a couple of quid. But then when it only owes you 10p or whatever it is, when you work out 4.50 into that, well not 4, 15p, 20p, it's not too bad. At least I'm making some money. Only a few more now to go through, but a couple of good ones in here. Where are we? There. This one is Centre Point. It's like a sort of risk game. It's a strategy board game. Nice find, that one. That could be 15 to 20. I've put a tenner down on my list just for you know, a general price. Pizza Spin Ninja Turtles game, that's only worth about a £5 as well, so not a great pick up, that one. This is the one I was on about looking for more modern board games. This is Poopy Head, where you have to put a poop on your head. Nice. All board games now seem to be about poo. I don't know if it's just me finding that. We've got Doggy Doos, you've got the toilet one. I don't understand it myself, but hey, it sells. This is one of the best ones I've got. New, about 20. I'll get about a tenner for that, so not too bad. Nice one, this. Trivial Pursuit again, but a Radio Times special edition. Nice board game. Easy seller, 10 to 15 on that one. I've got Scooby-Doo Cyber Chase game. I do actually pick this up sometimes from car boots and stuff because it's a decent seller. It'll go about 12 on that, so not too bad. Again, liked the box. I like the fact that it's endorsed by the Today newspaper, which I remember buying the first copy of. Now, well, I didn't buy it, my mum bought it, but I remember her buying it. Random. This is Dudley Dodo's Ever Environmental game. Didn't work for Dudley, unfortunately. That's because Dodos are extinct. Didn't work for the Today either because they went bust. So, yeah, but anyway, interesting board game, about a tenner. This one, Ground Force. It's a jigsaw, double jigsaw box set. Yeah, not much more I can say about that, about 7 quid. Another Upwards, slightly more modern one, about 7 again on that. Clinic. That's a nice game, but only worth about a £5. Then probably 2 of the best ones that we found today. Don't Panic, Spears. This is the earlier one with the far more 80s box on it, so that gives it a bit more value. that can range from 10 to 15, sometimes even 20. I presume them £20 ones are nearer Christmas because obviously that ups the value of any board game. And then lastly, this is the one I found right in the corner underneath everything. It was a good old Game of Life. Unfortunately, it's been written on the box, which obviously is not good. But anyway, Games of Life, really good seller, really good board game. And you get, again, between 10 to 20 for that. So not too bad. So I've written all down all them values. I've worked on the lower of any estimated range that I've done. From the £4.50 that we spent on the board games, if they are all complete and if they all sell for the bottom of my estimations, it'll be £254 as a return. Obviously there'll be fees and there will be postage as well, because a lot of them will be, the postage will be included on that value. So I've worked out roughly 15% off for PayPal and eBay fees. It's not quite 15%, but that gives you a value to work on. And then I've taken off £3 per board game to send, because most of them will be under a kilo. Will go via Hermes. So what's that? £2.89 or £2.95, something like that. So I've worked out £3 per one, and I've come to a figure, if all are complete, if all sell for the lower value, £189 after fees and postage. So that shocked me, because I didn't think it would be that much, my return. Obviously £4.50 of that is an incredible percentage return, and they are relatively easy. You just check them, put them on eBay. They're already boxed, so postage is simple. But would I go again? Actually, I don't know if I would. I think I need to go and speak to the guy and say, what happens to the really good games? Where do they go? I want them. Because they're worth £30, £40 a board game, or £20 a board game, and then the return is monstrous. But anyway, it's not too bad. I think if I went again, I'd make a day of it and take the kids. I think not just for the board game thing, but take the kids and go to the Great Central like me and Stu did and just had a cup of tea. But I'd take them for the day, have a ride on the trains and stuff like that. I think it's probably worth it then for a nice day out. And then this is just a bit of gravy on top of it. So yeah, there we go. Hope some of you found that interesting. It was really nice to meet Adrian, as you saw in the clip. He's a stalwart of some of the Facebook groups that I'm part of. He's always motivating everyone, keeping everyone smiling, and he's good at what he does, to be fair. So it's nice to meet him. I've commented on some of his stuff on Facebook, and we've done stuff on Facebook before, but to actually meet him's really nice guy. Hope he did well today at the sale and got some good bits for him as well. So yeah, there we go. More videos coming up. Sorry there haven't been any for a while. I haven't been particularly well. I've had quite a big cold, and obviously for a man that is nearly fatal. And yeah, that's it for now, but there will be more videos coming up. Another one tomorrow because we're booting. I will see you later. Thanks for watching. Ta-da.